Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. My hair is kind of funky. Okay, so let's talk. What I plan on doing is changing the direction of my channel, and the reason why is because I'm going to start a business um and see how much revenue I generate with just uh what I know already. I'm not gonna. Well, I am gonna learn new things, but I want to see what I can get out of what I already know without investing more money. Because I did go to college for a bachelor's degree, but what I can do is the knowledge the knowledge that I've accumulated over those four said years. I can give that to somebody else. Um, and from the background that I've come from, I could also give uh, more practical advice for someone who's had it on the difficult end. Um, so, the three big things that I'm going to change is the business model that I'll be using is a self sustaining one. Um, Revenue is important, but I think the biggest problem with most businesses is that they don't self sustain. They gain revenue, but they quickly have to spend it to get more stuff. Um, I'm using more of a farmer approach, where you grow a bunch of supply, you use that supply, and then whatever you have left over in surplus, um, you either put that back into the farm as compost or you sell it because you were going to throw it away anyway. You didn't need it. Um, Maybe for bulk farmers, they're trying to grow as much as they can, but from my understanding, they actually pay them to grow less because there's a type of artificial scarcity that you can use to fluctuate your prices. Um, anyway, so what I'm going to do is tutor, offer math tutorials and tutorials on electricity too. I'm I'm going to use books, but they're not. I'm not being sponsored by them. So any of the books that I'm using, these are just going to be generic math problems pulled out of different books. I'm not going to, unless a company sponsors me to um, to do the math problems in their books. I'm not going to be doing that. So I'm just going to be pulling random questions from different books, giving examples, and I mean practical examples, not like generic stuff that you've already seen. I mean practice, repetition, see something that's more difficult, something that's more of like a curveball, and then work our way back to what's basic. Because one of the problems I've suffered with in doing higher level math was actually lower level math, believe it or not. Um, there's a saying where people who get to calculus, they fail algebra. And I think that's a pretty big thing because the solid foundation wasn't there. So what I plan on doing is tutoring math, using the revenue I generate from that to get me more books or uh, maybe purchase. Okay, I thought I heard someone. I'm in a hotel right now, so I probably did hear someone. Um, yeah, so buying new books, and not only that, but using that money to build devices because that's what I do. I build things. Um, I'm going to be slowly quitting my job. Oh, yo, what's up, man? I'm going to be slowly quitting my job. Whatever revenue I generate from it, I'm going to use that to to pour into making the business. Um, and again, this isn't going to be a revenue heavy business because I don't think businesses are about that. And I'm going to be honest, like you can make revenue. Cool. But it's mainly about the name you make for yourself. It's about the name, the quality, and the service. If you provide a really good service, but the quality is terrible, people are going to realize that no one wants it. No one's going to want to use it. Um, bro, looking like the battle pass. What the heck? What the heck? And it's it's actually more difficult to just constantly be wanting revenue because if you really 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 think about it, like genuinely think about it, a business is an organism. A business is a living thing that needs food. It needs, especially if it wants to expand. People fail to realize that if you're not eating, you're not growing. So they equate that to I need more money, but that's not the case. The case is, do I have a consistent amount that I can use to better myself, not give more features to a customer who probably doesn't even need it. Like you're 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 making shots in the dark, and there's active customers who are probably telling you, they're telling you what they need, and you're not giving it to them. So that's even more shots in the light. You're just being stubborn because numbers are important, but they don't mean anything if you actually are not improving the quality of what you're doing. And improving the quality of what you're doing has a lot to do with the feedback you get. But anyway, um, I plan on doing a self-sustaining business model where whatever money I do generate, I'll use that to to it's going to sound weird, but self-sustain. So I don't really need the customers at a certain point. I don't need customers. And that's the point that a business should get to. It should get to a point where it grows to a healthy size where it no longer needs money to sustain itself. Its product or its fruit or whatever sustains itself, because it'll be constantly being thrown out and then come back for like recycle or compost like a farm does. That's how it should be. You shouldn't depend on your customers. Maybe in the beginning you should, but you shouldn't depend on your customers all day every day because they can leave you. If you're not providing the service for the customer, they have every right to leave you. They don't care. They can get a better service somewhere else. Who are you? Oh, I'm this company. I'm that company. Your name means nothing. Who gives a crap about your name? As a company, your name, your service, and all that, that means jippity squat if you're not providing that said service or quality to a person. They are your business. They are your food. I mean, so to speak, if you're a growing business. But anyway, we're going to be digging into that can of beans and also tutoring. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make tutorials on certain types of math that are commonly difficult in certain subjects. I used to tutor math. I tutored math for about 3.5 years. And I also tutored math in the baccalaureate, well, bachelor's side. That included electronics, that included um, linear integrated circuits, feedback systems, stability problems, a lot of Euler's, and I think we did a lot of Laplace transform as well because there wasn't that much differential equations being used because there's a way you can bypass it using Laplace transform. Um, or yeah, and partial fraction decomp. Anyway, um, so yeah, we're starting a business that's self-sustaining. We're making some math tutorials, and we are also building devices. So whatever money that I get, I'll use that to build devices. I'm not really going to exploit um, exactly how I'm building things, but I will tell you what I'm doing and why. The reason why I don't want to show how is because people can take your idea. So I can show you what I'm building. Um, I'll show you what it does, but I won't give you the guts as to how it's working and why it's working. Because, but if you guys are going to support me, then I will make devices. Whatever. If you guys want me to make a device, I can make a device, whatever it may be. But for my own personal devices, it's my device. I don't have to share it with you guys. Um, but yeah, so this video kind of sucks because I kind of just started it. I didn't really think about it. I I'm kind of just talking at this point. Um, so I'll probably make a video tonight, and I'm also in building automation, so I think I might do some consultation on that. And I know uh, there's probably a lot of people out there who are probably doing that, but I think as a technician who's installing, fixing things, I've come across a lot of overly priced, overly ambitious projects that are just like all they wanted was humidity. Why are we selling them this? Um, so yeah, uh, hopefully you guys watch. You don't have to. I'll just still shove out content and have a good day. Okay, that's the wrong button. There's no, okay, there it is.